Hey, what's up, boxing fans? This is the Rope-A-Dope Report. I'm your host, Chris Carlson, and this is not a prediction video. This is a rant video, okay? I did a video that I'm going to upload here maybe later tonight or tomorrow night about, excuse me, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. I did a video about Alan Green, and not necessarily Alan Green, but some of the fans and some comments and some forum posts that I've seen about Alan Green. Did that one. This one is about Tomasz Adamek, okay? Now, we all saw Adamek on the Versus Network last year. Had a great fight. Tight fight. You know, lost some rounds and then would either have a tie round or win a round off a knockout against Cunningham. But, you know, the top two guys basically in that weight division, the cruiserweight division, fought each other. He won. I thought he won in a tight fight just because of the knockdowns. But it was a great fight. So, he's lineal champion, okay? And we know lineal champion doesn't mean as much these days. And this is exactly why it doesn't mean as much these days. This is a prime example of why it doesn't mean. Okay, now, he's got a lot of Polish fans in that area. I know he fights, I believe, in Newark, New Jersey. And, you know, so some are boxing fans and some are just fans of a guy from Poland that they can go watch, you know. But lately, he's been taking advantage of him. And not just him, but his promoter, okay? But at the end of the day, you know, he has something to do with it. Now, his first defense, and I understand after a war, okay, after a complete war with Cunningham, where you took a lot of punches, and it was a great battle, I can understand Jonathan Banks, okay? He's not necessarily a top 10 guy, but he's a pretty solid fighter, okay? That's no problem, okay? No big deal. So you got that over with. Now it's time to give the rematch. Okay, you got to give the rematch to Cunningham. Or you got to fight, like for this next fight, Troy Ross, who he could do a deal with Versus. They got to fight. Troy Ross Versus owes Troy Ross a fight for the Contender Series. They could do that on Versus. Or Huck, a guy that's in the top 10. Or even Chris Bird. Honestly, Chris Bird, who's now a cruiserweight, would be better than what he's fighting. Or Godfrey, or Afalabi, or Ola Afalabi, the guy that knocked out, what's his toes, a little bit ago. The Italian dude from the UK. Anyway, he goes to Bobby Gunn. I believe that's who his next fight was. Bobby Gunn is, no offense against Banks or Bobby Gunn, but Bobby Gunn's a step down from Banks. You know what I mean? So you become the lineal champ, you get the belt, and then what do? You go against Bobby Gunn. Well, go against a top 10 guy. I can understand a top 5 or top 10 guy. I can understand a top 5 guy waiting for this Bernard Hopkins fight. And I understand why you didn't take the Bernard Hopkins fight, because you got lowballed. The offer was raised, and it was going to be your career high, but you just didn't like the level of money that Bernard was going to get compared to you. Well, that's the business, so I understand the first offer was nonsense by Hopkins. But they did up that offer, and it was going to be the most, the most money. That was like a burp hiccup. The most money you've ever made in your career, okay? So I understand taking a top 5, not giving Cunningham the rematch if you got a lined up fight with Hopkins. Now they don't have it signed. It's not signed, okay? But I can understand that. But Bobby Gunn, and now, okay, so 2, you got a title. Okay, now it's time to either fight Hopkins or fight somebody in the top 10, those guys I named, or give Cunningham a rematch, because now you're kind of abusing your audience in a sense. You're just milking the cow, man, milking the cow. And like I said, you can even see the audience. It's not like a lot of Polish fans go to boxing events over there like they show up for him. It's a prideful thing, and I'm glad he's got a nice fan base over there. But now you're going to take advantage of it, man. If you gave them a rematch with Cunningham, you would get even more people there. It'd be good for you. You get more pay. It just doesn't make sense. And now I hear Andrew Golota. You're going to fight Andrew Golota? Now, once again, if you got something on the horizon with B-Hop, you know, take on Godfrey. That's cool. At least it's a top 10 guy. You can't just milk the cow like this. Anyway, this has been a little rant edition of the Rope and Dope Report. I want to hear videos. I want to see comments. This is bullshit. I like Tomasz Adamek. His only loss is nothing to, you know, was a good, he fought admirably and knocked Dawson down and almost damn near knocked him out in that 10th round or something like that. You know, that's a good one-loss. I think he's 37-1. But now you're just padding your record, man. And you're gonna, to me, you got to lose your lineal champion, your belt, or at least just give it away, and you got to go 1-2 with Cunningham to get it back. Because this is nonsense. Banks, Gunn, and now Golota. Anyway, this has been the Rope and Dope Report. I'm your host, Chris Carlson. Peace.